Hello, everyone. It's Trixie here, and sorry that I'm a little bit late. The warm-up is a very important thing to do, and I kind of lost track of time. So I'm loose, I'm limber, and I'm clothed. Sorry. Um, and I am ready to again kind of go over poll as well as play some games. So let's go ahead and because the warm up took me a little while, just going to go over that real quick. Not going to show off the full warm up, but just talk through general poll warm ups and what you need to be aware of when actually warming up. So let's go ahead and switch this up. So, with pole, you always want to make sure that you are warmed up, otherwise, there's a huge risk of you getting hurt. And with that said, with the warm ups, you want to make sure that your shoulders are nice and warmed up. So, you'll do like shoulder rolls and then arms. You also want to make sure that your back's warmed up, so you will do twists. Make sure that your neck is nice and warm, because that's also very important. Mainly because a lot of the poses you wouldn't think about it, you wouldn't think of it, but you will actually be engaging with your neck in different ways that you might not be fully aware of until you're actually in the pose, and then you're like ah ah. So that's some of the important stuff. You also want to make sure that your wrists and ankles are nice and warmed up. So you'll probably see people, if you ever um, observe polars or whatnot, will warm up by doing like ankle rolls, wrist rolls, pointing, flexing. Make sure that you get both sides, etc., all that jazz. And you also want to make sure that your hips are nice and warm. So one of the things that you can do are leg waves to warm your hips up. Make sure that you're moving in the actual hip. So you can also do hip openers this way. So it would look more like this. You can also do actual um, hip, what we call actual hip openers. So up and around. And you'll want to usually warm up the arms at the same time. So that's how that goes, and that's basically what I was busy doing um, before getting on stream. And with that said, let's go ahead and also talk about the different things that the poll can do. So you'll see a lot of times where people are basically spinning around the pole, and it's uncertain as to whether or not they're able to do that um, with the pole itself, or if they are cheating, so to say. So the pole can be on static, which means that it's not going to move, it's not going to rotate, or it can be on rotation. So rotation means that it's on spin right now. So you'll actually see that the roundabouts that I'm going to do are going to be a lot different looking from the ones that you've probably seen before if you've caught my streams. So this is what a roundabout on spin looks like. You'll see that there's a lot more rotation involved, and I get more around the pole. So that's how that goes. You can also, as you can see, I am, for this demonstration, wearing the grip gloves, and these are lined with silicone, as you can see, and it makes it like really sticky. Like, I can't really go anywhere, but on static, that's going to be detrimental. You'll want to really loosen up, and you'll still hear like a lot of noise if you listen, where it's really grippy and you won't really go anywhere. So, um, I can put it back on static to sort of demonstrate that in a moment, but it really helps with maintaining a nice, secure, and firm grip. So if you don't have any grip aids like dry hands or tight grip or firm grip, you wouldn't really want a firm grip spray your hands, but with the sticky material, you don't need that as much. So if people with hyperhidrosis, which is excessive sweating, particularly of the palms, ever get into pole, they might want to consider getting grip aids like these if the different conventional aids don't work. Um, some competitions allow grip gloves, some don't. I haven't actually competed, but I wanted to last year, and well, Corona happened, so that's how that went. So you can also do body waves like that to warm up, but back to the grip aids. So you'll notice that basically with these gloves on, I can hang out forever. So this is called a flyer spin, and just make sure that you're engaging in your shoulders. And with the grip gloves on, I can hang there forever. Without grip gloves and on static, it's going to not be as many rotations. There are other moves that you can get into, for example, that look really good on spin. So that's, again, why I'm demonstrating spin as well as the grip gloves, because right now my grip is not the best, but with these gloves and on spin, I can basically hold almost any position with my hands for a long time. So with this is going to be the ballerina pose, where the leg needs to go around. I'm not all that flexible, but basically you end up here. So you can actually kind of kick off into it, especially on spin, and you end up in a very pretty pose like this. As you can see, with the gloves on, I can hold it for forever, but without it, it would definitely be a lot more detrimental. So let's go ahead and, just because I want to make sure that we do have the actual game that I'm streaming showing on the actual screen, just in case people are like, oh, hey, no. Just wanted to have that up and briefly talk about warm-ups as well as static versus spin poles. And let me take these gloves off and, well, no, let me keep them on. I'm going to put the pole back on static mode, and if anyone's curious about it, you'll actually see the real difference between having grip gloves on when you're on spin pole versus when you're on static. So, much like the protagonists of the actual franchise that I'm playing, I have to go and find a hex-shaped key to get this back onto the static mode. So you'll actually notice when I do the roundabout spin this time, it's going to look a lot less a lot less pretty. So there's that. And I got around okay, but if you notice when I take the glove off, it's not going to be as stuttery at some points, mainly because the grip glove, while great on spin, again, on static mode, it's not going to be the best experience for you. So, and I got around about as much, if not a little bit more, than the time where I was trying it out with the glove on and on static mode. or spin mode. So that's how that looks. And now kind of go into some of the other spins. So you've heard me talk about the different grip aids. So this is Dry Hands. It's a small bottle. It's basically similar to chalk that rock climbers use. This is sort of a knockoff, but just a different type of spray adhesive that you would use for sticking to the pole. Normally, you'll have firm grip spray, but that's called Tough Skin. Any gymnasts probably know what that is, and another bottle of Dry Hands. So, the basic spins, just to go over those before I kick off on the game, are going to be, you'll have the roundabout, the pirouette, and the fireman. Those are very classic spins. So this is what a roundabout looks like. This is a pirouette, and this is a fireman. So, as such, it's called a fireman because you look like a confused fireman coming down the pole. So, with that, the spins that, well, there are different grips that you can use. As you saw with my roundabout, I started off with just a one-handed true grip, as it's called, or baseball grip sometimes they call it, because it's the same grip that you would use with when holding a baseball bat. You can also hold like this. Say, for example, if you're going into a mermaid spin, which is back and around. But there's one-handed. A lot of times when starting out, you'll see people with the arm across the chest, the little seatbelt, as some folks call it, which is the half bracket grip. This is the full bracket grip. It's better for different techniques, such as holding yourself away from the pole, but for right now, the roundabout is either one-handed or half bracket. And then you'll notice when I got to about here, I went into the pirouette. With the pirouette spin, with a pirouette, wrist roll pirouette is the full designation a lot of folks give it. You will actually roll your wrist, put your other hand down like you're going into a full bracket, and rotate. The rotation point is going to be on your outside leg, so you don't have to go into a roundabout into the pirouette. So with that, you always want to be aware of the pole in relation to your body and your body in relation to the pole. So you'll notice me say a lot of times inside, outside. So inside would be the hand closer to the pole, outside would be the hand further away. Same with the feet. Inside is the one closer, outside is the one further away. Pirouettes are outside plant, put the wrist up, put the other one down to create a window, and around. You can also make it a lot prettier, and you can also make it a lot draggier. So if we do the outside and we passe our legs, that can look a lot prettier. We can also do a little bit more dramatic and low. So if you'll notice, let me do it this way. So if you'll notice my foot, this way. If you notice my foot as it goes around, you'll see what I mean with lower and more dramatic. So outside plant, wrist roll, and then drag that foot around. So that's a way that you can make those a little bit more dramatic. Anyhow, since I do claim to be a gamer, let's go ahead and actually start playing the video game. And for anyone jumping in, the last time that I played was on, I want to say like Friday, maybe? It was sometime. Yeah, Friday, I think. And basically, the last point where I was, Ethan was being chased by Lady Dimitrescu's daughters, and then he actually snuck into Lady Dimitrescu's bedroom. So let's go ahead and see what happens when Mommy catches Ethan in her room and Trixie on the pole. Alright, so here we are in the castle. Oh, let me actually switch the headset real quick to the microphone. I swear, I really need to get a better microphone setup for this. So let's go ahead and... One moment. There we go. That was distracting from the view of the actual game. So let's go ahead and carry on. So here we are. We jumped down. No, okay. So did this put me back here? I think I was either thrown... Was I? Objective, look for Rose in the castle. That's highly specific. Ethan, your specificity knows no bounds. Kicking through. Oh. There's... Okay. So, one of the things, again, that I like doing is really exploring first before going to the clearly marked objective path, mainly because you can get a lot more stuff, as well as you're not going to be as under pressure to get to said stuff with things chasing you. This is very much so a carryover from my years of playing role-playing games and exploring the dungeons pretty much fully. I did use some game guides way back in the day, but before I even knew that they were a thing, I would be that girl that would go out and...
Like I'd let you get away. You'll be sliced to ribbons before you ever see a child.
Okay, so yeah.
You will learn what it means to insult Count Dimitrescu.
The game title is accurate.
Sir, assistant.
Okay. And yes, I do, so...
Too late to turn back.
Can I use one of my... cannot because I do not have my hand.
wrap
Okay,
things
let's see if I can get my hand back. Severed hand. No, no. And dead. Yes, yes, I am dead. So, this is really telling of my age, but back in the day, I would watch the Ill Will Press, Neurotically Yours, and Foamy the Squirrel with Jermaine the Goth Girl, and that moment where Ethan picked up that severed hand really just reminded me of what happens if you put a bagel in there? He said don't put a bagel in there. Ka-chunk. Toasted human hand. So that, again, really telling of my age as well as my maturity. Where I see hand and I think, foamy. But, oh, speaking of which, I actually made some cinnamon raisin bagels, and my roommate has been tearing through them, so that's really good because it's very telling that, hey, I make good bagels. And I'm actually going to...
You'll be sliced to ribbons before you ever see a child.
So I'm going to...
You will learn what it means to insult our past. Time to die. Apologize with your life.
Okay, so as I was saying, I'm going to eventually make some poor choices. Mistakes were had. Mistakes were made.
A
Oh god.
rat can't run from the dragon's claws.
Okay, there we go. All that red and her, like, slashing in the background here, I thought she had, followed me, or gotten ahead of me somehow, like, clipped or warped ahead. Got a mask. And now I'm on an elevator.
Running will get you nowhere.
So I'm just gonna put some super glue on and hope that the nerves reattach. I mean, at least it wasn't his left hand again. But as I was saying, with the bagels, I'm going to be making some chocolate chip bagels, and... Wait.
Good.
Did that stitch his clothes back together too?
This castle.
Okay. That, sure. We'll go with sure. Metal scrap versus rusted scrap, and... Oh, hey. So, just found a crystal skull. Does that mean that soon we're gonna have Russian aliens coming through? Ow. Just getting some stuff for free. Killing those enemies. And yeah. So let's see here. Not done exploring here. Right, there was the other lady, or well, the Demetresque key. Got some monies. Oh my god. So, I guess I'm not done searching in the courtyard. Interesting. Oh, there's an annex. The Opera Hall? Just a moment, going to real quick see something in just a moment. Sorry about that. Just had to, real quick, let folks know. I completely forgot to let people know that I was actually streaming. So there we were with me just without telling anyone that I knew. Obviously, Twitch notifications would have let you folks know, but the folks that I normally tell on like Discord, I didn't tell anyone there. Okie dokie. So let's go ahead and just because let's go ahead and just have that up there. Nah, it's distracting. Never mind. Okay, so back into the game and carry on. Please be aware the mistress lipstick is missing. If anyone finds it, could they please return it to her bathroom? It is custom made and therefore very expensive. Grand chambermaid. Okay. I mean, got my gloss. Got my stick. It's not that hard to keep track of and know where your beauty supplies are. So that one. Okay. Not there. Is this a curtain that goes? Nope. Okay. And some bullets. And let's go ahead and make some stuff. And we don't have enough rusted scrap. Okay. Same with that. We need to have 0. Okay. One day since treatment, the 3 girls have stopped moving. They seem almost dead. An insect flew out of the eldest's mouth. It appears to be a common fly. 2 days since treatment. All 3 bodies are covered in flies. It appears the flies are consuming their flesh. When I opened a window, some of the flies dropped dead to the floor. It would seem the cold petrifies them. I quickly closed the window to avoid weakening the insects further. 4 days since treatment. All 3 bodies have almost been completely consumed by the insects. All that is left is a dark, writhing, human-shaped mass of creatures. It is just afternoon, and the insects have started to change color. Those around the face turned pale, and those around the lips turned a deep crimson. 6 days since treatment. The mass of insects have transformed into human bodies again. All 3 girls awoke, looking at me like newborns. I sensed a bond between us, like mother and daughters. I have already decided their names: Bella, Daniela, and Cassandra. Okay, that, Nice old red leather book. Let's reload, check for stuff. There's vampire, thing, creep, zombie. Well, we'll just go with zombie. Over there. And boop. And boop. Boop. So one of the things that I was a little bit disappointed with in 7 was the PSVR exclusivity. One, I thought that it was going to be a timed exclusive, so I was really looking forward to eventually getting it on the PC VR, but that never ended up happening, so big disappointment, big sad there. And the main reason that I was upset with that is I'm a lot better aiming with my own hands than with either a keyboard and mouse or even a controller. Currently going with a controller right now and need a lockpick. Does the merchant sell lockpicks? All right. Okay, 6, 8 times, so... Eighth notes are... And, okay, treble, so... C, G... C, G, B, A, A... D... C, D... E... E... Hmm. Oh. I should probably read what's at the bottom of the screen, shouldn't I? I was focused on the music. Hmm. Okay. Finally got the Halo of the Iron Insignia key. Totally the Halo of the Sun. Stop ripping off Silent Hill, guys. I know that Silent Hills was such a masterpiece, but I mean, well, going to be PT more so. Yes, big disappointment there. Where that never ended up turning into anything. Also, my hair was totally obscuring the headphones, so yeah, couldn't hear all too well there. Actually, I really need to, there we go, like tweak this so I can, have everything working properly. I got a decent sound mixer. The problem, though, is that the audio jack that I have for my headphones is not the big one. It's the smaller one, so dealing with that currently. All right, so let's round here at this mark. Right, and scientific name, none. Size, 5 to 6 centimeters. Similar body Similar body structure to blowflies, although there are differences in the head. They are carnivorous and vigorously consume meat. In order to catch unsuspecting prey, they'll gather using pheromones to mimic a human. They are produced when a cadou lays eggs in its host, but the flies themselves are unable to reproduce. They are weak to sudden drops in temperature, especially if the temperature drops below 10 C, 50 Fahrenheit. Their metabolism lowers and they go into a dormant cryptobiotic state, similar to the cryptobiosis of tardigrade or Polypeptylum vanderplanki. Hopefully that was proper pronunciation. I don't speak Latin. And let's see here. No. Right. Okay. And let's, you know what? And let's see if I can actually... I'm such a boomer. I have no idea how to actually move text on things. Okay, so... So, looking at things here, I've actually got a photo shoot on Sunday that I'm going to be going to over at the pole studio. And there are like 1.5 million pole outfits that I have and 1.5 million cosplays. So I'm really at a loss of what to wear. I'm probably going to take a bunch of selfies and different photos, maybe even use the camera and set things up a little bit differently so I can actually have an idea of what it looks like on the pole, do some edits and all that stuff, just so we can see how things look there. And I'll probably post a poll either on like Facebook or Instagram or something like that. Might even post one here, just in general, so folks will be able to take a look at things. Go ahead and see here. Let's just go ahead and change that up. Update. Okay, there we go. So it looks like the trying to have a little bit of a clickbaity title didn't really work out. So just going to go back to the normal kind of default and go to of poll and I was pushing the wrong button. Okay, so yeah, village and poll. Simple, sweet, to the point, and came down here from there. Did that. Now I've got the key. No, I came in there. Which way did I go? Let's go to the opera. Let's find someone that sings soprano. No, I did come down here. And this is a locked door, probably, that goes back into the rest of the place. There we go. Yep. Okay. And because I got that key and I got progression through here. Surprised that's not a puzzle. Okay.
Wait long.
Well, long enough, maybe? So now that I've got the iron key... Oh, and I picked up that ball. Ball made of metal, flowers, and swords. Face looked incredibly grieved. Examine. That's the 2. If you guys couldn't tell, I am extremely indecisive, so name change, stream name change, just changing everything around here. So 2. Okay. Found 1. And there's a merchant room here. So be able to check this out. See if Dude
It's
Bro...
a pleasure to see you safe. How were things?
No sign of Rose.
I'm so sorry it turned out that way. Well, You'll find your way to her once you're out of this castle. Do you have need of anything for the road ahead? Welcome, welcome. You're sure to find something new.
Do you have a rocket launcher yet? Also, which one was this? There was the article about... There we go. Okay, craftsman... Castle, house on the hill, water wheel... Oh. Ah. Labyrinth, like the actual game that they had for playing with the little rocky dudes. And there we go. Okay, so... Can I actually change my view? Eh. Oh, okay. Get the ball rolling. Ooh, a crimson skull. That's got to be worth a pretty penny. But again, thank you to Renard in Castlevania 64 for me thinking
feel free to peruse.
creepy dude in Crystal. Not that much. Torso from the First Daughter. Decent price. Okay, Crimson Glass. Skull.
I've procured some new items for you, Mr. Winters.
Okay. So we've got a landmine. Okay, so other. We've got the extra baggage. Again, I don't think Ethan actually needs any extra baggage because Dude Bro has repeatedly, lost his wife and found his wife and killed his wife and unkilled his wife. Okay, recovering items. Okay. So. Okay. Oh, hey. Got enough money. So, do that. Rate of fire. Let's actually go higher power. Oh, okay. It can actually go up further. Thought that it was just a... I have no idea why I'm coughing so darn much.
I'm skilled at all sorts of weapons modifications, and will please come again. If it's just looking, window shop away.
So, there was once a webcomic called Merilith, and it kind of taught me something that I try to carry over into video games of hospital trips are expensive, bullets are cheap, so take however many rounds you think that you're going to need and double it.
Yes,
So
I can see why you'd be interested in that. Good day, then.
okay, right now sitting on 30. Wait, didn't I buy more than? What the heck?
Oh, yes.
So is that buying a single bullet?
Thank
Okay.
you for your patronage.
So now I've got the got upgraded. Lady is going to be there. Okay, the 4. Need to use a lockpick there. Gate's closed, so I can't go there. Were there any rooms that had? Let me actually do a save. Because it actually has been a little while since I saved. As you can see, the terrace is the last place where I saved the game. So, yeah, that's fine. Alright, so just upgraded the gun, just did the puzzle there. I do have the Crimson Skull. And there is a giant, tall vampire mommy wandering around that I want to see, but I don't want to see. Mainly because if she heard that Jill Valentine was doing
Trying
stuff...
to work up my appetite, are you? How's it feel?
Feels like you ended up pushing me in the direction that I wanted to go in.
Mother!
Doo-doo-doo. Let's see. Well, poopies. Alright, so... just there.
Yes!
Nothing better for swatting...
I guess I should go back a little.
Okay. I was going to say, use a shotgun, swat some flies, but that didn't exactly go too well. Mainly because the fly keeper, or the beekeeper, or Lady D, vampire mommy, just decided to wreck my stuff. So there's the wine room. What's there? I think this is locked from the other side. Okie dokie. So she's wandering up that way. So I can probably jump down here to kind of escape. Right. So put the bottle. Right. Never mind. Okay, so...
Play with me some more.
No thank you. Though maybe. So... ah, okay. So I can use the Dimitrescu key here. That's going... Okay. Let's go another Mask of Pleasure, and she's, yeah, getting cut up. Okay, I mean, hey, not gonna kink shame anyone, because, who knows what you like, but, if it were me, I would not be in... I would not do the, Blah, 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 blah. Ooh, looks like something could fit into it. Neat. But yeah, if I were in that position, I would not have a mark of pleasure on my face. Just saying. Right. Ooh, rusted scrap. Now I can actually make stuff. And here we go. Right. Wandering around. So here. Right. So
I was worried my sisters had gotten to you first.
well,
Mother said stale, but I think you're delicious.
so visually it is contextual, so you actually have to be looking at the darn thing before you can actually move things
Give
around.
me more of that beautiful boy. You're finished.
Let's go ahead and do sort of 2 and then let's just blow up the wall.
Ah! You've ruined the hunt! Curse you! My body! No! No! It's alive!
All right.
You're done!
She's taking a lot more shots than her sister did.
You will not get away! You're my prey!
Crazy witch.
And another crystal torso. Mounted animal skull. Ooh, lockpick. Gonna save this lockpick and check something out, like in the village proper. But yeah, thank you for prior video game experience where it's like, oh hey, there's this important thing, we're going to clearly label it. Oh hey, there's also light. So let me actually examine the torso. So there's a rock there. Okay, so for a moment there, it almost looked like there was a depression right there in the middle of the chest. So, you know, similar to the ring here, where you could probably like significantly increase the value of the item. Or you put something. Oh, it would work if I read the actual bottom of the screen, wouldn't it? Okay, so fireplace. We're in the armory. We've still got some pipe bombs because I didn't use them on her. Might be able to. Okay, so what else did we get here? Iced her. Right. Got the mask. Okay. this is 4. And this is also... Oh, okay. That makes sense. So it's like, oh, hey, the door is locked now. And what do? We are going to get a wood emblem and put it in the place of the gold... I'm sorry, I'm thinking Resident Evil 1. Okay, that's definitely right out of a horror movie cliche. So, let's... Doom, 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 doom. Yeah. Okay. And don't need to go there. Need to pleasure. Okay. Oh no, not the Hall of Pleasure. Need to get to the downstairs. She's going downstairs too. Crud. Okay, so I think now that we're a little further on, I don't have to be as weary of things kind of... She's so tall and she can't see me. We'll just go with sure, because that makes complete and total sense right there. Okay, so she goes through there, and I just need to chase it down these stairs, down those stairs, and throw this in the 4-hole slot. Or 4-slot hole. You know what I mean. I think, maybe. But apparently there was an issue with things potentially freezing a little early on in the gameplay, so hopefully that's not like a local thing for my game. Hopefully it is actually going to just be like an overall thing, because again, I was reading online and some folks did say, is this something breakable? Totally is. Could have been doing that. Got that. Crystal fragment. Okay, so... Yeah, I have been here before. There's always that question of, hey, have I been here? Have I not been here? Can I break that? Can I not break that? Alright, so... Pulled that lever and that unlocked... something? Or wait, did I? I don't think I did. There's a headless bust there. Ethan's shadow actually has a head. That's good. Or maybe it's a separate identity. The Resident Evil... No, not going to use that there. Okay, that was... Yeah. Maidens of the Harvest. Hello! Melons? Wait, I'm sorry, I was looking at Vampire Mommy. I was expecting... the Addams Family? To reference a rather obscure line from an older movie. But I think you might actually get that reference. thought that I had hit the block button, but I didn't. Finally, I've been looking for a green herb to make some more medicine with. I'm like, look around, cut stuff, look around, kill stuff. Finally, I end up getting one. Okay, so let's go ahead and make that. So now I've got 2, and I'm pretty sure if we look at Ethan's like coat sleeve, it looks like he, when he poured the medicine on his hand to reattach his arm, it completely mended the fabric too. That juice is really, really, really powerful if it can mend threads as well as nerve endings and hands and tendons. And where exactly am I even going? Okay, looks like I'm actually going in a good direction. Not sure if it's the right direction. He just wanted to ask me a question, but I didn't want to let him. I swear I don't have the corona. Anyhow, so yeah, on Sunday I've got a pole shoot, or a photo shoot at the pole studio, and I am at a complete loss for which outfits I'm going to wear. I'm not sure if I want to go with one or several. I might be able to do at least 2. Now with that, really just at a loss of what to wear. So it's kind of between the Jill outfit that I've got on right now, as well as general pole outfits. Not sure if you're familiar with those. Okay, there's a bomb, so I should be able to open that up. But I'm thinking possibly of this or a different one, as well as another possibility is Sailor Jupiter. Oh, come on. And did I say Power Girl? But yeah, Power Girl is an option as well. So the reason why I'm also 2B. The reason why I'm kind of torn between all of those decisions is that I've got shoes that actually go with them that are pole appropriate. Do I need to shoot it twice? There we go. But yeah, I've got a 2B costume. Okay. It's got shoes that go with it. Got ooh. and we had a different eye before. I've got some shoes that really go well with the Sailor Jupiter cosplay as well, and the Power Girl, I also have another one for that. I'll probably just show off the costumes. I'm not going to put them on stream, but I might, just so everyone can kind of see what I'm kind of debating on. I would need just a moment to run away, but there we go. And another herb. Okay. There we go. I shot you a bunch. Well, okay. You're a named enemy, or you at least have named loot, so. Alright, and let's go ahead and check that out. And okay, so should be able to drop this into the ring. Repairer. Wonder if it's like the was it Bierce or was it Lovecraft who did the repairer of Reputations, where there was this guy that would basically go through and... Ooh, very valuable. Nice. Wow, I used a lot of ammo. Jeez. Anyhow, weird story where a shut-in would keep track of people's, like, credits and debts, and then work on repairing that, and then the King in Yellow got involved somehow. That's a huge mythos and huge world there that I'm curious about, but I really don't read as much as I used to. I used to, like, hours on end, I would just sit there and just read. It's not that I don't enjoy it, I just don't make the time to do it anymore. There was a lot of reading when I was going through and getting my degrees, so it's possibly something with that, where, I mean, I would read textbooks, and I still need to read through like 1.5 million tech guides to just actually get the certifications that I'm looking for. But yeah. So... And if anyone has any questions or comments or anything about the poll or the cosplay or anything like that, just throw it up in chat and I'll get to it. But right now, just kind of wandering through and playing through the game. Down there, toy. Again, sense of direction in real life translating into game means I am forever lost. And I will be on for quite a few hours today. I might need to take a quick break just to basically, I completely forgot to get any water or beverages to drink, as well as I definitely totally didn't completely neglect to eat anything all day today. But then again, since I work at night and I was up last night cooking, I did wake up around like noonish, so it's not too bad. See, that guy just didn't take... Let's see what... Okay. Animal bones used to ward against evil. Can I ward against evil? Can I keep these guys from following me? Probably not. Lockpick. Second floor. Isn't there something that I... That one's locked that way. Oh, what? Okay. Did not explore the opera house all the way. Not going to say that I'm dumb, but I mean, little dumb. Oh, there's a reason why I didn't check it out. It's because I didn't have the key. So I'm not dumb, I'm just a little bit behind.
So you finally came to see me. Everyone falls through it. Bad boy! You can't go anywhere. Hey, kiss me. Ow, so mean. You can't be serious. Why are you doing this?
I don't know, maybe because you're running around trying to eat me?
Why? Why did you do this?
Again, you're trying to eat me.
Damn,
Stop trying to eat me.
a dream. This is a dream. It's so cold. I don't want to die.
I'm sick of bugs.
I mean, Ethan has had to deal with his fair share of bugs between Marguerite and now the 3 daughters. So, yeah, he definitely has a couple of things on his list that I would say he probably doesn't ever want to see again. Hand injuries, particularly on the left side, as well as bugs. Possibly even his ex-wife. I mean, late wife. She was never his ex-wife. He never divorced her. She just disappeared. And why are these chairs? You know, you highlight stuff in yellow and then you have gold all over the place and it's like, what do I... Oh, I don't do anything with this. I mean, it could be cool if, like, you know, oh, hey, highlighted chair, Ethan hulks out, rips it up, throws it through the observatory window, and I don't know, just something amusing in my head. And before we go over there, let's see if there's any loots for us. Fat loots, yes, like the big, giant stringed instrument from whatever that MMORPG. I honestly never really got into MMORPGs. I am very much so like a solo player, and I mean, I would have fun, I'm sure, but I mean, making the time, scheduling things to raid with a bunch of other people, to a certain extent, there's that whole thing. I'm somewhat social. I'm like the most social introvert you'll ever meet, maybe? Okay. Now here she looks elegant. She doesn't look all, washed out vampire. So my question is, what happened to Lady D that ended up, or was she always like this? I mean, something to... And that's different rendered. Okay. Let the 5 bells of this chamber ring out. So, we need to find the 5 bells and ring them. So we've got 2. Um. 2. Ah, okay, probably some back there. Twa. I'm sure that there are other bells that are hidden along the way. Oh, there's one. Four, and we need number 5. And thanks, Resident Evil 4, for conditioning me to, if you see a cabinet with glass on it, you break the glass. So that one's ringing. Is there one maybe there? More handgun ammo so we can... Yep, okay. And... giant door. And down we go. Oh, wait. And now we've got more herbs to make more stuff out of. And we do need 1 chem fluid for that. So you know what? I'm going to create one of those, and some handgun ammo here. And that's highlighted in yellow so we can climb up. So one of the things that I've actually kind of taken to, thanks to watching some other girls over on Instagram, and other pollers on YouTube as well, I've taken to... Ooh, there's a gold. Mother Miranda's not going to like me. I've taken to using the heelless heals. They look a lot more sketchy than they actually are. I mean, as long as you're moving or you have something to support yourself on, near, or with, it's not going to be as tragic. And that guy's playing possum, so going to real quick slash that, grab that. Ooh, treasure map. Wait, there we go. Dungeon, kitchen's treasure. Okay, so dungeon's there, kitchens are behind, treasure in there. Didn't I already check that? Oh, special chambers not done exploring. Okay. Dungeons. Kitchen. Circular room. Treasure. So yeah, jeez, there we go. The heal is heals. I actually got a pair of blue ones to go with sort of a Sailor Mercury kind of outfit. But then I was totally going through my closet and I saw the Power Girl, and I'm like, that could also work for this. Even though it doesn't work with the actual canonical and screen accurate look for Jill, because it is blue instead of brown. I could even try wearing them with this just for the sake of having some more exotic looking shoes that are going to be a little bit stickier to actually hang onto the pole. But anyhow, I heard there was something called the Dagger of Death's Flower somewhere in this castle. It's apparently an antique from the Middle Ages that's coated in a concoction of poisons from across the continent. It's said to have been crafted to kill demons and monsters. It sounds fascinating, but who knows where it is. Death's Flower. Oh, hey. There's not enough space in your inventory. Please discard unnecessary items or move your inventory. So, first instance of inventory management needed? Wow. As you guys can tell, I'm not a speedrunner, so my inventory management skills are a little bit lacking. What? But... Aw. But I just fixed it. Okay, fine. Fine. This is fine. Again, at some point I'm definitely going to be getting the This Is Fine dog plush toy, because that little guy is applicable to so many different situations. Confirm. There we go. Okay. Check this, check that. Okay. So are we going to assassinate someone now? Were we the second gunman? Okie dokie. So we've got those. We've only got 4 shots and nowhere to go. So let's go ahead and that guy. Here I am kind of acting as my own spotter. Okay. There's like no ammo. Oh, okay. The attic. happened to you, buddy? And I killed a gargoyle with my Knife. Yes, I know it's a knife. No, I don't care. A former roommate of mine also said Knife, so the kind of joke was combat Knife, combat Kashatka? And he's not getting up anytime soon. Maybe? But yeah, we would play a lot of Fallout 3 in New Vegas, and that was the joke where he would pick it up and be like, combat Knife, combat armor, combat Kashatka? Yeah. Haven't thought about that guy in a long while. Here I am running along the rooftops like some busted three-fingered Aladdin. So no, it's okay. Surrounded by these things. So what are these? Are they like gargoyles, or are they like bat people, or are they... There we go. Diminishing returns on those with the amount of money dropped. I mean, there was that one that had like the 1200, and then it just gradually went down bit by bit. Totally missed that. Whiffed it. Was that supposed to be that underwhelming? I mean... Ooh, Elfrey. So... This is unexplored. Or currently exploring. Which means that there's something that I haven't gotten, maybe? And Resident Evil 4 logic and vibes where kind of wander through and have to look up. So these are the roofs here. They didn't really go up above that section. Rooftops. Money. Right now, the song from Aladdin is totally playing through my head. But because the mouse doesn't like being friendly to people... Can you guys believe that there was the family that wanted to put a Spider-Man logo on their child's grave, and the mouse said, no, that violates copyright infringement? And the kid, like, loved Spider-Man, and they just said, no, we're not going to let you. We're not even sorry you're a child. Well, they probably didn't say that, but still. just poor move. I mean, it's not like the family was looking to make money off of a gravestone. I mean, come on, guys. That really isn't all that. Not very cool. Down, down, down. There we go. Oh, okay. Here we go. So... Quick! Get out of the castle! Get out of the... Aww. I can't. 3 daughters. And whoops. No mas. Wait. Oh, okay. I can go back up. So the reason why... Ooh. Yep. Resident Evil 4. Look up. There we go. The reason why initially I didn't want to go there before going all the way through was because, you know, you see an elevator down and you think, I wonder if this is going to take me down just to a place where I can get back from, or is this going to lock me out of being able to go somewhere else? And it looks like it was fortunately someplace that I could go and not suffer from. So, just gonna wander around a little bit more, mainly because it's still red, which means there's still stuff that I haven't seen. Or loot that I haven't picked up. It's really hard to see. Well, I mean, it's going to be difficult to see the little flashy parts where it's saying, oh hey, there's treasure here. But yeah, let's wander. Go back to there, go down the zip line. Ziplining is kind of fun, but at least with the types of ziplining that tourists can do, it's really quite boring. I mean, you get on, you're strapped in, and instead of like zoom, it's just like, okay, let's go.
Okay, I should be able to get out with these.
Wait, do I have all the masks? Oh, I completely... That hole in the face right there reminds me of this really creepy manga that's out there called Fuan no Tane, Seeds of Anxiety, and let me tell you, that does cause quite a bit of anxiety. Just reading through those, and culturally we're so different from Japanese culture that the things that creep them out aren't necessarily scary, but because they're so new and foreign to us, it really is quite unsettling to read through those stories and the different comics. I mean, how can you be freaked out by a comic other than like you're flipping through like a Junji Ito and you see like, boom, you turn a page and it's pretty much a jump scare of like really weird, almost body horror, disturbing
Stupid
image.
man thing! You won't live long, even if you run! Ah.
Okay, we're just going to go back up this way. So I did pick up a couple other cosplays as well. This one, obviously, I kind of cobbled together, but I went and Amazoned a couple cosplays as well. One of them that I got, I've actually got here with me. The other one, I'm going to, unfortunately, be like waiting on for a little while. So, okay, flip around. We're actually going to go kind of the long way around, mainly because in that small hallway down there, it just, I don't think that there's any way of even... there. Yeah, can't even, like, circle around or cheese it over there. Oh, maybe... If I'm stealthy, and if Lady D has faulty memories, but... Okay.